So in today's session, what I want to do is I want to give you 10 stretches for your lower body that can help with lower body stiffness. Each stretch you want to, or move you want to hold for at least 30 seconds. You can hold this up to 2 minutes. The longer you hold it, the better. But what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to take you through it, holding from for 30 seconds at a time. So what we're going to do, very first one is kind of what we call it the side to side lunge. Move back so you can see me a little bit better. We're just moving to the side. Okay, so this one you're going to feel in through here, the groin area. Okay, we call these the adductors. And when you're doing this, you try not to have your knee go past your toe. We're holding. When you're doing any of these movements or these exercises, you want to hold them to a point of comfort for you. Okay, if you can't get that low and you're here, well, that's your starting point. And for some of these, what you may want to do is, for support, use a chair, use a countertop, use something so you don't feel balanced. So this one here, we're going to work on opening up some of the hips in very simple motion. And this is one of the things that we don't get the chance to work around a lot, is just bringing, we call it internal, external rotation of the hips. So bringing your foot up and then bringing it out. Okay, you can hold for 20 seconds with this one on each side, or you can alternate. I like to alternate. Okay, bring this over, and when you do this one, especially, what you'll notice is one side, you probably notice you get a little bit more range of motion. So as we move through these, try to do as much stuff standing up, and then we'll get down to the ground. Okay. Another one is, one of our primary movements is squatting. So getting down, and you may need to start on a wall. Okay. And feet shoulder width apart, and just get into this position. Okay. If you can, if you're in the basement, or maybe if you need a chair, what would be really great is for you to get down as low as you can. So keeping that back straight, butt out, and coming down, and then just hang out here. Once again, remember, you're going to do what you can tolerate. So if you find the wall was pretty easy, you want to do, then you may have to hang out here. And the goal is working down and getting down low. Okay? But the most important thing is keeping your back straight and your butt out. Okay? This one really to open up the front and the quad stretch. So through here, okay, and you're pulling, you'll feel that stretching through here, okay, from the side profile. So you can do opposite foot and opposite hand. So these are really designed to, once again, for the lower body. A lot of people spend a lot of time in front of the computers. This one here, great for the hips. You get down to this position, you're gonna make kind of a 90-90, we call this, okay? And what you're working on, go from this point position here, is really working on rotating. And once again, working on the hips, okay? So some of you may notice you have to come like this, across your body. The goal being eventually that your hands are down to the side, so you're looking straight on. But we're going back and forth. Make sure that everyone can see this. Okay. So here we're work on doing 8 to 10 sets. You can do 3 sets of 8 to 10, but maybe the first time you do just 8. Focusing on opening up the lower body. Okay. And this is one of my favorites, kind of the frog stretch. So you get into this position here, bring the legs to the side, and then you're gonna sit back. So some of you, you may be here, you may need your hands for support. Some of you that maybe have a little bit more flexibility in the hips, you'll be able to get down. And what you're gonna do here is you're just gonna try to let that butt come down. So from the side profile, it's gonna look like this. Your brain coming down, try to bring your butt down towards your feet. So hold that. Some of you, if you want to add in, let the head drop. Okay. Another favorite of mine, the pitch stretch that really helps back here, that piriformis muscle. So you bring one leg forward. You're going to try to bring this foot as far as you can. So again, so that you can see side profile. Bring this leg forward, and then just leaning. You may need to sit up here, and this can sometimes open up the hip flexors as well, but you're going to feel it on the opposite glute. Okay? If you can, you go down even further. And then you can lean into your glutes for a deeper stretch. Okay? So you're on this side here. Same idea. So maybe start in this position here. You'll feel that stretch right in through here. Okay. If you feel comfortable, you go down. Okay, so next, we get into stretching up the glutes on our back. Okay, bring both your knees up. Keep one knee up. You bring the leg over, cross. Beginners, you'll start like this. What you're doing is you're applying some pressure on the knee. You're pushing down. Okay. If you find that here you should feel stretch right in this area, the glute area. If you find that you can go a little bit more, you can take the other hand and you can place that on the knee. Your knee you're pulling and you're pushing here. Okay, and then we switch. Same thing. Start here. It's really great to do this work because you can kind of feel the differences between one side versus the other side. Your dominant versus non-dominant. You can spend some more time working the area that you feel is more restricted. So now I bring the knee up, but I'm still pushing down here. Okay. And then back into the sitting position. We can do our hamstrings, lower side. Okay, so first getting to this position and then coming down, and you'll feel that back of the leg. Anytime we're doing this, we're not bouncing. We get to a point where you're comfortable and you hold. Okay, we switch over to the other side. Okay, not bouncing. For some of you, if you can only reach here, you want to use this kind of to progress. Be able to get to touch your toe. Be able to bring your chest down lower. Okay. And then another good one is for the hamstring. You bend forward, butt is out, kind of let your hands come down and you just hold. Okay, you can bring your hands down or hold. You're feeling that in the back of the legs. Okay, and then what I want to show you is one more quick bonus. Well, actually, two bonus ones, and really great for the glutes and the hips, because these are the areas that I find that I really get restricted for people that are sitting. So this one here, what you're doing, you're just bringing the leg back and kicking out. So working on doing, let's say we'll do 8 repetitions here. Okay, 2 more. And as you can see in this profile, what I'm doing here is I'm kicking straight out. And what you're looking for when you do this exercise, are you tilting one way more than the other? Okay, 2 more. This one, it's for the hips and the glutes, called fire hydrants, which you're going to do here, kind of like a dog peeing on a fire hydrant, right? You're going to bring the leg out. Okay, you can do one side, you can alternate. So I like to bring it out and then kick the leg out. Some of you may want to just do and hold. It's a couple of variations. If you're beginning, maybe first time, we just hold. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. Kind of 10 stretches and mobility things that you can do at home to help with lower body stiffness.